Seth Poulson, PurClean Restoration. We're in Kennewick, Washington. Well, I like the size. It offers the same capacity as a large 130 pipe machine, but it's in a much more compact size. It's only 20 inches, which means I can fit more of them on the truck, and it's lightweight. It's actually the one we keep at the back of the truck by the door, because it's the first one we choose if the job lets us. Well, actually, we had a couple of R200s, the Phoenix units. We had them prior to getting the 7000, and I liked them. They were lightweight, compact like this, and very mobile because of that size. This one's very similar. It's easy to get in and out of the truck. We don't have a ramp on our truck, so it's easy to lower and lift up. It's great for stairs. My chief technician is probably 150 pounds. And although he can wrestle around a 200-pound machine if he needs to, he really likes this machine. It goes up and down the stairs much easier. It's less of a liability when I have a smaller machine because I'm liable for any damage. And if it's something that they're not wrestling around as much, then I'm less likely to damage. That would be secondary damage, not because of the water. Well, very simply, I could give you more details, but very simply, we don't pull the R200 out almost at all now. It's the last one to leave the shop now. And I actually had somebody come by and want to borrow a unit, and I gave him the R200. Because I'm not too worried about it coming back damaged, because I'm not going to use it as often. One of the biggest differences is that this one has the humidistat on here. And instead of carrying my thermal hygrometer to every single room and taking measurements, I'll just walk up to this and check the temperature and humidity right on here. And it's very simple. It's very hard to screw that up. It says it right on there, and it's consistent. It's got a better, it monitors the airflow or the airstream much more consistently than I would with the thermal hygrometer, and it saves us time. Well, actually, I took it apart to clean it one day because I wanted to see if the screens inside were dirty, and it came off in less than 5 minutes. I had the cover off and was looking at it and realized, no, it actually wasn't dirty. I put it right back together. It probably was less than 10 minutes to take it apart and put it back together. I did like that. I haven't actually tried to take apart some of the bigger machines because they looked pretty complicated, but this one was real simple to take apart. This is actually nice too. The fact that this slides right out right here for cleaning and replacement, that's handy. I do like the old 2000, but cord management on that is a problem. This one, the cord fits right here. It's real easy to access, and so that makes it simple. This goes on every job. This is the first one off the truck. Every job that I use a dehu on, I choose this first. If I need a high temperature dehumidifier, I'll pull the 2800s out, but this goes on virtually every job we use, and it's probably, I mean, I'm using this 80% of the time. These are running in the field right now. It's fantastic. It's an extra large dehu. I get to charge it for an extra large dehu, and insurance never has a problem. It works wonderfully. If I have 7 or 8 dehus, these two are always running. The R200s are the last running. They probably get 10 hours a month now. Well, it's not true. If I use it once, it's probably getting 3 or 4 days, but they're running 5% of the time, where this is running 80% of the time. It's probably a long time in coming. If it can perform just as well as a larger unit in this size, it's great. I don't actually understand why somebody would buy a real small unit now, because this one doesn't weigh much more, and it's just as easy to get around. Its 20 by 20 footprint is really nice because I can get more of them on the truck. One problem we have with a narrow truck is if they stick out 24 inches, I can't get by it with another big unit. And so it's almost out of the way. You almost don't notice it on the truck, and it's just a lot easier to get in and out of a job site. Up and down stairs is a big deal, and this goes up and down real easy. And I'm afraid if they move anything big or anything with sharp edges, they damage things because they don't have nice rotomolded rounded edges, and this one's less of a liability to me. I'm not the only one who has to move this around. Technicians aren't always the most careful and conscientious. This thing, you can bang it into a wall without breaking the wall, without causing secondary damage. And whenever you damage something in a homeowner's house, they're already nervous. They're already upset that you're there.
Right.
That's really bad public relations. So this one saves us there as well. As far as anything else, it's got great balance, but I think that's something you've gone to in the past, or in the recent past anyway. So it mimics that. I'm always amazed at the capacity. We had this on a large commercial job, and it says it is rated at 130 pints a day. So we have 15-gallon totes that we keep with us to monitor. We don't dump into a sink if we can help it. And sure enough, this will virtually fill a 15-gallon tote in a day on a job that is in the right conditions. We've had it on a commercial job, and we had to dump those totes every day. Well, to be honest, I don't necessarily want to spend $20, but when you realize that this thing lasts 2 or 3 times as long, and because it is the high airflow filter, it puts less stress on the machine. I think the machine's going to last longer. I can't re-clean an air filter. Sorry, a paper air filter. But I can take this out and vacuum it, and they tend to clean very easy. If I'm not in I've actually, I've had these units, it's been over 6 months, and the air filter is still, I think I still have the original air filters in there. I have a stack of filters for it, but I haven't had to replace them yet. And they're running, I mean, they're running over half the time since I've had it. They each have several thousand hours. I do like the high airflow filter. It seems to work, and cost actually isn't an issue because it lasts so much longer. The fact that it's up here on top is a big difference. I like it better here than the 2800 is, or the 3500. Now, I thought it was real clever that it was tucked inside there, but I can't see the air filter. Where I can see this, it makes a difference. I can see how dirty it is. They're very easy to clean. I've had them on jobs that are very dusty. They clean up real nice. I do like the fact that the air is down here. On the old 2000, it was kind of useless to me to have the air coming out up high. But this, I actually, in a small unit, in a small area like a bathroom, I'll just take this and use this as an extra fan up against the wall. Where you're limited in the amount of equipment you can get in a space, this doubles as an air mover. Well, an insurance should probably like that. A small bathroom where you would need 2 air movers and a DHU, I can take 1 air mover and have a DHU. It's very important when I have an occupied structure where the homeowner has that bathroom as the only bathroom in the structure, that less equipment is better for them. No, but I know the rotomolded plastic is tough. They have tipped over. I've had them tip over. The skid, because we don't have a ramp, this is nice. I don't feel too bad about running it up and down the truck. It doesn't skin up or skid. Doesn't leave skid marks on the truck or on the DHU. This is much more mobile. And I don't even tell Derek what to use. I just know this is the one he always pulls off.